Hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm Brenda, and today's yoga practice, we are going to do a mindful movement practice. So it's like a slow flow type yoga with a little bit of strength and a little bit of balance. And so as we begin, I'll have you find a comfortable seat on your mat. As we come to that seat, crossing your legs, or if your hips are really tight today, you can start with legs out in front of you. Just gonna find a little bit of stillness here. Roll your shoulders down and back. Let your hands rest lightly on your knees. And close your eyes. Bring awareness to your body. Just notice where your breath is at today. Noticing the flow of your breath. And letting go of all of your thoughts, letting go of your day. Just taking this next 30 minutes just for you. Sitting up as tall as you can. And as you begin to take a few breaths, breathing in through your nose, filling up with your inhale. And exhale through your nose. So just a nice, easy flow of your breath as you inhale and exhale. And as you're taking the next several breaths, bring awareness to your body. Starting with the crown of your head, your neck, and your shoulders. Trying to soften into those areas. Notice if you have any tightness or tension in your upper body. Bringing your awareness down through your arms, down through your torso, into your low back. Continue to breathe as you inhale and exhale. Taking a few more breaths. And bring that awareness down into your legs and your hips. Again, just notice if you're holding on to any areas. With your exhales, try to release and let go. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Then allow your chin to release down towards your chest. Take a few rolls of your shoulders. So rolling up towards your ears and then release down. As you inhale, reach the shoulders up. As you exhale, let your shoulders come down. So just nice, easy movement. And then roll those shoulders down and back. So as your shoulders come back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take 1 more roll. Bring your chin to center. Inhale, reach your arms up. So a full stretch here. Clasp your hands, press away, let your chin release down. So you're looking down towards the earth and you're pressing up towards the sky. So trying to get some length through your spine. Bring your gaze up towards your hands. Inhale, reach as tall as you can. And as you exhale, bend into the side body. So you're bending towards your right side. Try to keep the sitting bones grounded. Inhale, rise up to center. Exhale, bending towards your left side. So press away. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, release your hands. Clasp your hands behind your back so you're pressing knuckles down towards the earth. Roll the shoulders back so we're opening up through the shoulders. This is a great stretch for those of you that are looking down a lot during the day or do a lot of driving, a lot of computer work. Let's take 1 more full breath here as you inhale through the nose and exhale through your nose. Now bring your arms out to the side. We're going to add a twist. Inhale, spine is long and tall. Exhale, twist towards your right side. So you're mirroring me. That hand comes across to that knee. Twist a little bit deeper if you can. And then breathe here. So as we twist from our hips and our torso. And then your next inhale, unwind, bring your arms out. Inhale again, spine is long. As you exhale, twisting towards your left side. Use that hand behind you to prop you up as tall as you can. And breathe here. So twisting is so great as well as it brings some, it's like wringing out those organs. Twisting. Let's release. When you release, allowing fresh fluids and blood flow to come towards those organs. Reaching tall. Bring hands to your heart center. We're going to uncross our legs. Bring your legs out in front of you. We'll take a couple of seated folds. Bringing the stretch down into our lower body. Inhale, reach tall. Bring your arms up and over as you exhale. Reach out. So you're reaching towards your knees or toes. Once you get to where you feel you have a nice gentle stretch, release the hands, one on each side of your legs. And we're going to take a few breaths here. So as you inhale, just rise up a bit. And as you exhale, see if you can fold a little bit deeper. So we're bringing that stretch down through your low back, into your hips, into your hamstrings. Many of us have tight hamstrings, those muscles right behind those upper thighs. One more breath. As you inhale, rise up slowly, roll your shoulders back. Bring your heels wider than your hips. So we're going with a wide fold here. Inhale, reach up. Bring arms forward. Exhale, fold. Just let those hands rest down towards the earth. Going a little bit deeper here. Breathing where you're at. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. When you exhale, see if you can reach a little bit farther. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Your next inhale, let's rise up slowly. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your soles of your feet out in front of you. Just windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Moving through your hips. Let the knees rest to one side and look over to the other side. So again, bringing a twist here. Bring your gaze forward. Bring your knees to the other side. And twist. Looking over that opposite shoulder. So we're going to bring a little bit of twisting into our poses today. We're going to make our way to tabletop. So as you come into your tabletop, big 5-finger hands to the front edge of your mat. Bring your body forward. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. So you should feel very strong here in your tabletop. Flat back, belly button to spine. So inhale, bring that belly button in. Exhale. Your next inhale, now release your belly. Bring your gaze up. And as you exhale, arch your back. So we're coming into cat pose. Press into your palms. Roll the pelvis in just a little bit. And as you inhale, come to your cow pose. So we release the belly. We bring the hips shifting back. And your gaze comes up. Now work with your breath as you exhale, cat pose. As you inhale, cow pose. So just try to keep an equal part breath here. Going as slow or as quick as you want here. So we're getting some movement in the spine. This should feel so good through your low back. Take one more flow through your cat and cow. And then come to a neutral tabletop. And I want you to shift your hips over to the right and just hold here. Come back to center and shift your hips over to the left. So just notice where you're feeling this in your hips as you go from side to side. It's just a little bit of a tiny circle. As you push that hip out, you should feel the stretch on that opposite side. All right, come back to center. Now release your hips down just a little bit And then come up and push your hips back. So now we're moving forward to back. Come forward, just a little bit of release. And then sit back. So we're in a modified child's pose. Just adding a little bit of movement, 2 more times, forward and back. Just taking the stretch as far as it feels good as we sit here and warm up through the body. And then find stillness in your tabletop. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. Press your heels down towards the earth, pressing into the palms. Now your heels might not reach all the way to the ground. That's just where we're heading. Now walk your dog, bending the knees, alternating opposite heels. Downward facing dog. Find stillness here. So getting a nice stretch through your hamstrings. I want you to walk your feet forward about 1 foot. Now try to press your heels down. See if your heels touch here. So you're bringing your heart space towards those upper thighs. Go 1 more foot. So we're just making our way up to the front of our mat. Now bend your knees. Walk all the way to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Nice, generous bend in your knees. Rest your belly on your thighs. Just let your arms dangle here for a moment. And let's get some movement in our neck and shoulders. So shake your head yes. Super slow, just like gravity. Allow the movement. Then find stillness, forward fold. And then shake your head no. So you're going from side to side. Just nice, easy movement. Find stillness in your forward fold. Straighten into the legs. Coming into your halfway lift. So pressing your palms into your shins, flat back, gazes out to the front edge of your mat, and getting a nice stretch through your hamstrings. Come forward just a little bit, shifting your weight into your toes. Notice how the stretch changes. Now sit back in your heels. Let's inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From here, bend your knees again. Now use your core to rise up. Super slowly. Rising up. Roll your shoulders down and back. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hips, toes pointing out. We'll add a little bit of movement. Get the body warmed up just a little bit more as you inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend the knees forward and back, sweep the arms, and then inhale, rise. Sweep forward and back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. So we're building in a little bit of energy here, getting the heart rate up a little bit. Sweep. 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Bring those arms overhead, palms together. Toe heel those feet in just so they're under your hips. And let's take a side bend to the right side. So you're allowing your left side body to open. Try to bring those elbows back by your ears. 1 more breath here. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, take a bend to the left side. 1 more breath. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Toe heel your feet together. Big toes touch, little space between those heels. Inhale, spine is long. As you exhale, sit back in your chair. Just notice, take a peek down, knees behind toes. Let's take 1 more breath. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms overhead, palms together. Let's take a baby back bend here. Bring your hips forward. If you want to go a little deeper, you can cactus your arms, bringing your elbows behind you, opening through the heart space. Just enough that you feel that gentle bend through the back side of your body. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, forward fold. So we're going to float through a few sun salutations. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the mat, step back into high plank. So your high plank, shoulders are over wrists. Bring that belly button in so the core's tight. Everything that supports your spine, all those muscles from your neck down to your hips. One option here is to drop the knees, either or. So we're going to come down. We're going to do high to low plank. So as you come into low plank, keep those elbows in, skimming the side of your body to baby cobra. So again, baby back bend here. Keep those arms tucked in. Lift your kneecaps off. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Pressing your belly button into your mat. So everything's strong again here. And keep breathing as we go through. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees down. Tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. And breathe. So find strength in your downward dog here. Again, pressing into the palms, trying to press your heart towards your upper thighs. Your next inhale, walk to the front of your mat, coming to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms overhead, palms together, baby back bend. Come to center, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Here we go, flowing through again. If you want to skip the flow tonight, you can go to downward facing dog. That's where we'll meet. So high plank, down to low plank, coming all the way down to our baby cobra. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, upward facing dog. Here the arms are straight, shoulders over wrists. Coming deeper into the back bend. Remember, if this doesn't feel good, go to baby cobra. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. And breathe. So lots of modifications. Do what feels good for your body. Today we're going to take one more breath here. Then your next inhale, three-legged dog. Sweep your right leg up and keep your left leg planted, centering the toes to the front of your mat. Bend that right knee and open your hip. So as your hips shift open, make sure that left leg stays stable and your shoulders are square to the front of your mat. Bring that knee forward, release. Same thing on the left side. So plant that right foot. That leg should not move. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hips. So just that left leg should move. Bring that knee to center, release, downward facing dog. And slowly walk to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms overhead, palms together. Baby back bend. Bring hands to your heart space. Sitting back in your heels, coming to our chair pose. So we're going to take a twist here. As we twist, twist from your hips, hands stay at heart space. Inhale, spine is long. Exhale, twist towards your right side. If you do want to go a little bit deeper, you can bring that elbow down, placing between those knees. Try to keep the knees behind toes. One more breath. And just twist forward and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle sweep your arms overhead, palms together, down towards your heart space, sitting in your chair. So again, just peek down, knees behind toes. That's so important. Inhale, spine is long. Exhale, twist towards your left side. If you want to go deeper again, you can drop that elbow between those knees and then bring your gaze towards that side wall. And breathe. Inhale, come to center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms overhead. And release to mountain pose. If you want, you can take a couple of shoulder rolls here, forward and back. And then we're going to move on to a little bit of balance. So we're going to practice with our warrior three. So we're going to start in a high lunge. So our high lunge, right foot forward, left foot steps back. Start with hands at your heart space. So really dropping that knee. Both legs are bent. So you're getting a nice stretch through the hip flexor. Again, the spine is long. Try not to lean forward here. And then reach your arms over. Let the shoulders drop. Roll the pinkies in. So find strength here. Find strength in your body. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, bring hands together. Lower down towards your hips, and we're going to make our way to warrior three, which is a balance pose. So as you come into warrior three, step that back foot in a little bit and start to let your body come forward. You can play with those back toes. Main thing here is to keep the hips level, so try to avoid from the hips opening. So arms can go alongside of your body as you continue to come down. Arms can be overhead or at heart center. If you find it's too much, tap the toes down and come back up. Remember, it's yoga practice. We practice every time we come to our mat. Wobbles and shakes are good. That builds stability in our muscles. Bring hands to your hips. Step that back foot in. Rise up. Roll your shoulders back. Take a back bend. And release to mountain pose. Let's take a breath here. And we'll set up on the left side. So start by stepping left foot forward, right foot back. So stagger your legs a little bit, find stability. And then bring that, as you bend that knee, bring this hip forward. And start with hands at your heart space. Again, we want that alignment in the spine. See if you can go a little deeper. Both legs are bent. As you inhale, reach as tall as you can. Drop the shoulders, roll the pinkies in. That's going to help to protect those joints through the shoulders. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring hands to your heart center. Release to your hips. So we're going to do warrior three on this side. So as you straighten, bring that back foot in a little bit. Just come to the side. Start to let your body come forward as you lift off. Arms can go parallel to the body or out overhead. Wherever you're at, just breathe. Notice the side might feel different. Notice the wobbles and shakes. Again, just trying to build stability. Balance is so important. Slowly bring that leg in, rise up, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, reach up. Come up to your tippy toes. Reach as tall as you can. Bring the heels down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down towards the mat. Step back to your high plank. So we're going to start with knees to the ground. We're going to do our high plank today, downward dog. So we're going to rotate between there for our core strength. Tuck your toes under. Come up to high plank. So knees up or down is fine here. Then shift your hips back, downward facing dog. So as you focus on your core, I want you to bring that belly button to spine. Pull everything in. Inhale. Come down to high plank and then hold here. And breathe with a few inhales and exhales. Let's inhale. Exhale, push to downward facing dog. So notice if the back legs are feeling a little bit more where you can get those heels a little bit closer down towards the earth. Inhale, come to high plank. Remember, you can drop the knees, still keeping that core strong. Downward facing dog. And do that one more time. Inhale, come to high plank. This is one of the best moves for our spine, keeping that, building all those muscles around the right and left side of our spine from our shoulders to our hips. Downward facing dog. Let the knees come down. Let's take a child's pose. Knees come to the outside edge of your mat. Big toes touch. Settle your hips back towards your heels. Let your forehead rest on your mat. Let's take a couple easy breaths here. The arms are feeling tired. You can wrap your arms around your body. If you find your hips and back are really tight, a yoga block or a blanket under the forehead, or you can stack your arms, stack your fists to give you a little bit of lift if it's too much to come all the way down. Your arms are wrapped around. Bring your arms out in front. Pull yourself up through tabletop. And we're going to come to an easy seat. And we're going to do a little bit with our twist here. So I'm going to start by extending your right leg long and crossing your left leg over. So you can stay here if you want a little bit deep. Bring your arms out. Inhale, spine is long. As you exhale, twist, bring that elbow around, and then prop that back arm behind you. So we're twisting. You might feel this into the low back. Again, if it's too much, just let the twist go a little bit. And breathe. Let's take one more breath here. We're going to keep our legs where we're at. Bring your gaze forward, untwist, and bring your arm to the other side. So now that arm, elbows resting inside that leg, use that for your leverage to bring you into your twist. Again, that spine is long. Try not to sit with shoulders hunched forward. Spine is nice and long and tall. That back arm helps to support you. And breathe. All right, slowly come back to center. We're going to uncross that leg, come to the other side. So start with the left leg straight and cross that right leg over. Notice how this feels. If you want to go a little deeper, that bottom leg can come in. That's going to go a little bit deeper into your hips. Bring your arms out. Inhale, spine long and tall. Exhale, twist. As you twist, use that elbow to support you. Your exhale, see if you can maybe twist a little bit deeper. Now bring your gaze forward. Keep your legs where they're at. We're just going to twist all the way to the other side. Bringing that elbow inside that knee, supporting here. Other hand props behind. And breathe. Bring your gaze the legs from side to side. Come back to center. Bring your hands behind your knees. Coming into our boat pose, and take your time coming all the way down towards the earth. Nice and slow. And then find your release. Arms overhead, press away with your toes. And then slowly bring your knees in towards your belly, rock from side to side. And bring your back to the ground, knees at 90 degrees, arms out to a T, and let those legs come all the way down towards the right side. So we're coming into a supine twist, one more twist for the body. And start to settle in here. Notice if you flip your palms up, it allows the shoulders to release. Nice, easy breaths. Slowly come to your back. Bring your legs back up to 90 degrees, coming all the way to the other side. Those knees relax down. Nice, easy, slow breathing. Bring those legs back to center. Let's take legs up the wall. Both legs go straight up and over. If you want, you can support just under the knees. Flex your toes in or let your arms rest beside you. Just allowing the heart to be calm. Take 2 more breaths here. And then bend your knees. Let's take a happy baby. Or whatever feels good for final movement. If you're in happy baby, you can rock from side to side. It's a nice massage into the low back, massaging into your kidneys. Then bring your soles of your feet together and let the knees open. Coming into our butterfly pose. Just allow the knees to relax. Letting your breath flow, closing your eyes. Slowly bring those knees to center. Let your legs go long. Let your feet roll open. And let your palms roll open, letting the shoulders press into the earth. Eyes are closed. Coming into our rest, our Shavasana. Allowing your body to melt into the earth. Letting your face and jaw soften, releasing through the teeth. Allow your belly to be soft, releasing into the low back of your hips. Your entire body feels heavy as the earth supports you. Resting comfortably here, taking all the time you need. Namaste.